Today's episode is focused almost entirely on Oleksandr Usyk because, following his decision to relinquish his heavyweight championship titles, the division has begun to change before our eyes. New contenders have emerged, new champions have been crowned, and the first details have surfaced regarding what could be the final fight of the Ukrainian legend's career. So, let's break everything down step by step. After Oleksandr Usyk officially gave up his titles, the biggest question on the minds of boxing fans around the world became very simple: what's next? The Ukrainian star has already made it clear that he is not ready to retire just yet. In fact, at least one major fight still awaits him. In a recent interview, Usyk said, "I'm not retiring yet. There is at least one more big fight ahead of me. It's too early to say who it will be against. We are considering different options. For me, it's important that it is a big fight, a major event, and that the conditions reflect the journey we have been through." When a decision is made, I will definitely announce it. I have already proven everything I wanted to prove in the ring. Every championship title was a great honor for me. Now I'm only interested in big fights, major events, and worthy challenges. That's why I deliberately vacated the belts, so the heavyweight division can continue to grow and develop and other fighters can get their opportunity. According to recent reports, Team Usyk already has a fairly clear vision of what his final dance should look like. Boxing journalist Mike Coppinger reported, citing Usyk's team director Serhiy Lapin, that the Ukrainian is targeting a major fight in the United States. Two potential opponents are currently being considered. The leading candidate remains former world champion Deontay Wilder. The American is widely viewed as the most likely opponent for Usyk in late 2026 or early 2027. However, there is also a much more surprising option: legendary former UFC champion Jon Jones. According to Mike Coppinger, a fight in the United States remains one of the few goals that Oleksandr Usyk has yet to accomplish in his remarkable career. Interestingly, this idea is supported by more than just Usyk's team. Renowned British trainer Dominic Ingle believes that a fight against Deontay Wilder is currently the most logical and exciting option. According to Ingle, "I think after his final fight against Rico Verhoeven, he should step into the ring with Deontay Wilder. In my opinion, that would be a very interesting matchup. They always say that styles make fights, and this is a perfect example of that. To be honest, I don't think Usyk can do absolutely everything in the ring that he was capable of doing in his prime." Ingle also pointed out that Usyk will be turning 40 in the near future, meaning that age inevitably begins to take its toll. Nevertheless, the British trainer believes that a stylistic clash with Wilder could provide fans with a truly spectacular contest. In his view, Wilder's devastating punching power and Usyk's exceptional footwork are a perfect combination that could create a fascinating and highly entertaining fight. And if Usyk manages to land a few clean shots on his opponent, the fight could very well end in spectacular knockout fashion. Interestingly, Matchroom Boxing chairman Eddie Hearn shares a similar view. According to the British promoter, Usyk no longer owes anything to anyone in the sport. Hearn stated, "He has earned the right to do whatever he wants. That's why I believe he'll fight Deontay Wilder next. It's simply a fight that Usyk wants. He'll go to everyone interested in making the fight happen and ask, 'Where can I make the most money for this fight?' Then he'll make the deal." I think Usyk probably understands that he doesn't want to be tied down by mandatory obligations anymore, 28-day negotiation periods, purse bids, and then having to stage the fight within the next 90 days. Does he really want to travel to Germany and fight Agit Kabayel? Is he declining as a fighter? I don't know. But I do believe he's earned the right to do whatever he wants. There is another interesting development as well. Since Usyk vacated his championship belts, there has been increasing speculation surrounding the new Zuffa boxing promotion being developed by Dana White. British sports analyst Simon Jordan admitted that he would not be surprised at all if Usyk's next fight took place under the Zuffa boxing banner. According to Jordan, bringing Usyk into the project would instantly add enormous credibility and prestige to the new promotion. He also emphasized that Usyk made the right decision by giving up his world titles. In Jordan's view, the Ukrainian acted fairly toward the entire heavyweight division, allowing a new generation of heavyweights to finally compete for championship belts and establish themselves at the top level. Interestingly, Dana White himself did not dismiss the possibility of organizing a fight between Usyk and Wilder. When reporters directly asked him about the chances of such a matchup, White gave a very brief but intriguing response. "Anything is possible." One of the first fighters to begin a new chapter in his career was Agit Kabayel. The German has now officially become the full WBC heavyweight world champion. Following the announcement, Kabayel delivered an emotional message to the fans. "It's unbelievable. As of today, I am the WBC heavyweight world champion. I am the first heavyweight world champion of Kurdish heritage in history and the first German heavyweight world champion in nearly 100 years. It's impossible to put into words what I'm feeling right now. Thank you to every single one of you for your support throughout this journey. This achievement belongs to all of us. I will do everything possible to hold on to this belt for as long as I can and add even more championship titles to my collection." At the same time, the International Boxing Federation, IBF, has already made its first major decision following Usyk's departure from the championship picture. The IBF has ordered a fight for the vacant world title between Frank Sanchez and Moses Itauma. However, there is an interesting twist. On August 29, Itauma faces his toughest test yet against Filip Hrgovic. If the British prospect loses that fight, the plans for the championship bout could change significantly. Hrgovic, meanwhile, is extremely confident that he stated, "I will finish him in the 7th round. This is a great fight for me. I'm facing a young, hungry lion who has impressed everyone except me. Maybe he is the future of the heavyweight division, but I won't believe it until I see his courage, test his chin, his character, and his endurance." Because of that, this fight could become the most important bout of Itauma's career so far. Frank Sanchez's manager is convinced that his fighter will become the next IBF world champion. According to him, even if Moses Itauma ends up being the opponent, the Cuban is ready for that challenge right now. Former world champion Dmitry Kudryashov also shared his thoughts on the situation. Kudryashov believes that Usyk acted like a true gentleman. Oleksandr Usyk has earned the right to do whatever he wants. Whether the undisputed champion gives up his belts or not, any fight involving him will attract enormous attention from fans around the world. The belts are no longer the most important thing for him. He acted like a gentleman by vacating the titles and giving other fighters the opportunity to compete for them. There is a great group of contenders now: Daniel Dubois, Agit Kabayel, Moses Itauma, and Murat Gassiev. This is a fantastic opportunity for these guys to prove themselves. Speaking of Gassiev, the former champion is also hoping to benefit from the new situation in the heavyweight division. The Russian fighter admitted that he hopes to become a full world champion following Usyk's decision to relinquish his title. According to Gassiev, things change very quickly in boxing. Just yesterday, Alexander was the undisputed world champion, and today several championship belts are already vacant. Yet despite all the discussion surrounding the next generation of heavyweights, Usyk's name continues to appear in almost every major boxing conversation. For example, legendary heavyweight champion Larry Holmes recently drew a comparison between the Ukrainian star and Muhammad Ali. According to Holmes, if both men had met in their prime, Ali would have come out victorious. Holmes explained, "Why would Ali beat Usyk? Because they are completely different styles. Ali would step into the ring and do exactly what he prepared to do. I'm not sure Usyk would be able to deal with that. He would be behind from the very first round. Holmes also added that, in his opinion, today's heavyweight fighters lack some of the toughness, character, and endurance that defined the great champions of previous generations. But regardless of how the legends of the past evaluate Usyk, one thing is clear. His era as an active world champion has come to an end. He deliberately vacated all of his titles, opened the door for a new generation of heavyweights, and is now preparing to put a fitting final chapter on one of the greatest careers in modern boxing history. The only question that remains is, who will be that final opponent? Will it be Deontay Wilder, or are fans truly in for a surprise showdown with UFC legend Jon Jones? We will likely get the answers to those questions in the coming months. And with that, we'll wrap up today's episode. Be sure to leave a comment and let us know who you would like to see as Oleksandr Usyk's final opponent, Deontay Wilder, Jon Jones, or perhaps someone completely different.